What's the crack? Welcome back to a new episode of Season 2's My Team Journey with Randall's Racers after a very hectic start to the season in Bahrain, which I would recommend watching, especially for that ending, but really just sets up our progression. We've definitely made ourselves at minimum an upper midfield team compared to last season. The progress we made have been massive. We now move on to Imola, a historic track, but a track that I don't think is going to favor us due to the many technical sections in it. Only one DRS zone in it, which is where we by far benefit in tracks like Bahrain, the multiple DRS, so it might be a struggle for us, but hopefully we can keep the momentum after an impressive season opener. And who knows, we might be early contenders for the title, though. That is a far claim, but crazier things have happened, and we'll see what happens. George Russell had a good debut first race for the team. Definitely a good team bond we have here. A good driver lineup we have compared to other teams, and it's only going to go up for the team as more upgrades get put in, and we slowly catch up to the top teams like Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, miles ahead. So we might not be able to catch them, but we'll see where we go by the end of the season. And now let's go to the qualifying for Imola. So here we go for our first lap of the Imola Grand Prix, the first qualifying lap. And we're just gonna go for this where we're gonna have good benefit. Sector 1, we're going into Tamburello. You have to really throw yourselves in as you can. First proper weekend session I've done of Imola with the whole qualifying practice. You find out more about the tracks. You have to really throw yourself in this section. I can't remember the names off by heart anyway, but yeah, it's just trying to get the speed right for the apexes, trying to carry as much momentum to throw yourselves through the turns. They're not as tight, as technical, so you don't come to a complete stop like you would for other. Shut the fuck up, Jeff. Ackerman Rally, that's really tough. Just playing the game here. Like, this is probably the hardest part for us. That's chicane, similar to turn 1 in Monza, where you have to come to a complete stop. But most of it, you just kind of build momentum through the corner through the apex, and then convert it to the other corners. And of course, us being a very power heavy car, that's not going to suit us. We don't have much downforce, but we're safely through. We have a car not good enough to get us through. George Russell also skims through ahead of Lance Stroll. Max Verstappen still proving he's class driver. So get ready for Q2, our first word, and we have an issue straight away. Sebastian Vettel is not moving out of the way. He just came out of the pits. He's not on a fly. He's on an outlap, and he is not moving out of the way for us. He's moving a bit, but that is no gap at all. There's not a chance we can fit for that. And Vettel is hindering us massively. This should be a pen. At this stage, that is ridiculous from Vettel. He's literally not giving us space. We now have to abort this lap. That is ridiculous from Sebastian Vettel. It's an issue with the game. Like, they don't have cars move out of the way during qualifying when they're on that lap, which is ridiculous. So we have to use another set of tires. It's going to happen again. I'm just looking at the map. We're going to get caught up again. Let's try to go out early, but of course, jumping straight from the final lap instead of doing the out lap in the game just takes way too long. As we almost ram into Vettel. He just goes really slow out of the way. Real life, that is a massive hill. That's 2 times he's hindered us in qualifying. Though we're able to carry momentum through. Well, that is ridiculous from Sebastian Vettel. He essentially was a chicane before chicane there, which is ridiculous. But now it's pure gas we're going to have issues with. We're essentially, I don't know. We're essentially racing Gasly here. We're going for a proper overtake on Gasly. And we're getting warnings left, right, and center, but it's not our fault. The cars will not move out of the way. It's that or crash, essentially. As you know, yep, we definitely cut that chicane. Well, at this age, I was just hot-headed doing this live, just being blocked non-stop by other cars. I just went hot-headed and just put my foot through the floor and did not give a fuck about track limits. You know, not the greatest thing ever, but you know, we'll play the game and we're through P7, Russell P14, and Vettel just makes it through after blocking us for a nice bit of time. But yeah, we're going into last lap of the session. This is the make or break lap. We did a quick out lap in our used set tires, just have a banker. This is it. I think we have enough gap between us and the AlphaTauri ahead to not be held up. It's this lap. See where we're gonna start the Imola Grand Prix. I'm not gonna call it Emilia or Romagna. That sounds like a tongue twister. But we're definitely track ramping up. We're definitely getting the car into the right window for the track. We're definitely getting more suited as I need to learn these corner names, but we hit that corner very soon. That's a very crucial corner. Coming up to, I don't know, Lando Norris heartbreak corner here. We're not going to pull a Lando Norris though. To come down to Aquamilla Raleigh, this corner is just impossible to hit right. Let's climb the hill again. Yeah, ignore that cut. Totally nothing happened. Ignore that cut. But into the chicane now. We're purple through the middle. Last sector, these two final corners. See where we're gonna land ourselves for the Imola Grand Prix. Just keep it on track. Keep it on track. Almost did the wheel into the last corner. DRS open right. We're going to like we're provisional pole, but everyone else sees put a lap down. 113.8. It's good enough for P3. Shut up, Crofty. P3.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Can I get your take on Ferrari? We've had a significant regulation change for this season, but from what I can gather at this early stage, it seems they've had some trouble adapting their car.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have the owner driver, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Vettel, Norris, Perez, Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Aitken, Fernando Alonso and Russell, Ocon, Verstappen, Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Joe, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
It's 5 lights. The 2 Mercedes ahead of us. 5 lights. It's a long section. 5 lights out. Away we go. We really cover our boss. Boss has a really poor shot. Hamilton launch himself. We're going wheel to wheel with Valtteri Bottas all star. We got Bottas on. Wheel to wheel into the Tamburello chicane. We have the inside line. We take second off the bat. We've got one of the Mercedes. Unbelievable start. This is big for us. We have Valtteri Bottas on. It's not a chance. Hamilton's just running away from us. We're now battling Valtteri Bottas for a second. We had an incredible start. Bottas slow off the line and we caught him out immediately by getting his way. Squeeze him out, taking the inside line. But Bottas is going to fight us into the next corner. I need to really learn these corners today. Jesus Christ. We're going to go wheel to wheel. We get shoved off. Bottas does not give us space. We're entitled to keep the position. So we go into Aquaminerale. And see, I can actually do the corner. We're second. We've got an incredible shot. Lewis Hamilton running away with it. Lewis, I'm probably going to run away this entire race because we do not have the pace to keep up with the Mercedes, but we have the pace to defend the Mercedes. Through that straight, we'll be able to hold Bottas behind us, hopefully. It'll be the corners Bottas needs to catch us on. But it's Lewis Hamilton who has a 2-second lead from lap 1. He launched himself from the line, unlike his teammate. But us second, Bottas third, Sainz fourth. Vettel, there's a big skirmish happening behind us. Lando Norris battling with Sebastian Vettel. Sainz into the pits, actually. Both Ferraris into the pits, actually. As Lando Norris going wheel to wheel with Sebastian Vettel. He's going to do a similar move that we did to Bottas. Take the inside line. They're going really tight. There's a good battle between Norris and Vettel. But Norris keeps the position. Norris up to fourth. Gasly in a Red Bull sandwich. So we go ahead to the next lap as Gasly this time. He doesn't want to be the filling sandwich. He wants to be the bread. He's going to go. He gets spun out by Vettel. Gasly battling with the Red Bull, trying to prove his worth to the seat, and he gets spun out. But meanwhile up the road, we're still battling with Valtteri Bottas. We've put a gap between us and Vettel. But Bottas again. He's going to try to take the inside line into the next corner. Yep, I don't know how many times we want to do track limits, but we're going to go take the inside line into Aquaminerale. It's a good tight battle. We both go off in Aquaminerale. That corner is so hard. Hamilton just run away lap per lap. We're getting more twitchy in the next lap. Our tires are dying. Bottas, is he going to go for a late lunge? He's looking for it, but that, I think we made contact possibly. But yeah, our tires are dying. We might be forced to go for an early stop. And I think that's what we're going to do. Pit window says lap 10. But I think we're going to stop now. It's going to be... And Bottas goes for a lunge into the chicane. Everyone else catch up to us. So Bottas might be having to battle. There's a bit of a DRS strain happening. Juice was battling. Hamilton's 10 seconds up the road. We're battling for second. Unless Hamilton bins it, he's winning this race. But our tires are going to be dead if we're going on to the hards. This is the risk we're going to take. We're going to go on to the hards way earlier than everyone else. Clean air, hopefully to maintain track position on Valtteri Bottas, and then just park the bus for the rest of the race. Trying to take an incredible P2 for the second race in a row. Especially with Lando Norris down the field. He had to pit with damage. Alone have to pit with damage. Both Ferraris, Russell at the pit, one the Haas at the pit. The front wings are being taken left, right, and center. Gasly was spun out also. We're going back. We're in clean air, so hopefully we are able to maintain position with Bottas. He's going to be battling with Ricciardo and the Red Bulls, and just look at that train at the bottom left coming out of sector 2. But Ricciardo pitted early. Has Ricciardo covered us? But we don't know. We're going to just keep ahead of Ricciardo. He's gone on to the softs, actually. That's interesting. He's going to have to stop again, Daniel Ricciardo. It's a bold, aggressive strategy from McLaren. If he gets through us quickly, this could be big for him, though, because he'll definitely be able to run away. But we're going to try it. But no, Ricciardo is going to go for a bold move into the hairpin, but we have the racing line. We're keeping him behind, but the issue is this costing us time with Valtteri Bottas and the rest of the DRS chain. This could be bad, as I think logically the logical thing we're going to do is potentially let Ricciardo through, use him to drag us with the slipstream to hopefully maintain position to Bottas. But I think Bottas actually is pitting. He is pitting, but we're letting Ricciardo through. He's way faster, so he's out of our race. He's going to have to pit again. So it'll be illogical to battle Ricciardo when he's going to pit again. So we're just going to use Ricciardo to give us the DRS and hopefully maintain position, as it's going to be really tight with us and Bottas due to this battling. Probably costs us a few seconds against Ricciardo. And one of the Red Bulls also pit. I don't know which one it is, but we're going to get DRS off Daniel Ricciardo, and this hopefully will give us the little edge to stay ahead of Bottas. It's going to be so tight. Oh, this Bottas going to head the road. Never mind, it's not going to be tight at all. We're actually going to go for the move. Okay, yeah, that is how you cut the chicane like a boss. We took the Lewis Hamilton turn 6 Abu Dhabi lap 1 line. Fight me in the comments, bitch. Fight me. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to give position back to Daniel Ricciardo there. We just sent it. We're going to do the opposite of Lewis Hamilton. We're going to actually give the position. And hopefully, unlike Lewis Hamilton in Saudi Arabia, Daniel Ricciardo will accept giving the position back. There you go, Daniel. That's how you take the position back. Good man, Daniel. But Perez has made contact with Yuki Tsunoda. That's a safety car to bring on the track out of nowhere. That's happened. Ricardo pitted again to do his second stop. I don't know why he's done that, to be honest. But safety car restart. Hamilton put back to us after leading by many. I don't know why I said many, but we get the restart. We get a slipstream of Valtteri Bottas. We're gonna go wheel to wheel with Valtteri Bottas once again, like a lap. But it's a gap. We're going for the gap. We lock up and we take the lead of the Imola Grand Prix. We saw the gap. We went for it. Our rears are not gonna be happy with us. But we saw the gap. It's a fair move. Hamilton left the door open, and we took pure advantage. We were going to get Bottas. We took 2 into 1. An incredible move. Remember what happened last time when Hamilton had a 10-second lead that was taken away under a safety car? Please don't attack me. As we keep the lead. But Perez! He's out. He cost the first safety car. Loses for a week. But this time he's caused it and he's out of the Grand Prix. Perez has lost more than his front wing. We lead on the restart. And we're going to get a good getaway. We're going to have to try and keep Hamilton and Bottas behind us. 2 roaring Mercedes. Unbelievable. I'm still flabbergasted how we're leading this race. But Hamilton, he has the slipstream on us. He's too far back to go for the move. We just have superior straight line speed. This is where Mercedes are going to get us through these couple chicanes. This is where we are the most vulnerable, but it's so hard to overtake. Bottas couldn't do it the entire race, but Hamilton is a different breed of human. He will not back down. He's going to go early. We're going to go side by side even before the turn. We slightly have the lead though. We're going to go wheel to wheel down to Acrobat Rally. We have the lead slightly, but we can't force. We made contact! There was just no space given. Hamilton has damage. It was so tight, and Hamilton would not back out of it. Hamilton front wing damage, and this Stroll takes his entire front wing while he's at it. Unbelievable. This got worse for Hamilton. Another safety car, and Hamilton still in it.
Some information on Stroll. They seem to have an issue.
Yeah, I think that's because Hamilton's front wing is lodged under his car, but we're racing again. Us, Bottas, Tsunoda, Aiken, Stroll. Stroll has damage though. I wonder why. But Yuki Tsunoda on pace for a podium. Jack Aiken, who got a podium in the last race, on pace for another podium. We're leading from Bottas. We're already putting a bit of a gap the front three to the rest. Tsunoda, I thought for a second he looked for a move on Bottas. We go a bit wide. But we're able to maintain the pace as Kimi Räikkönen gets Lance Stroll. Räikkönen 5th. Hold the fuck on. Oh, no. As at the back, Gasly battling with the McLarens. It's very weird to see them here, but... And Gasly's been spawned again. I think Gasly just wants to go home. Yeah, he just wants to go home. Sorry, Pierre. But now, couple laps. Bottas now going to go to our left. I really need to learn this corner because this is where all the action is happening. He's slightly nudging us, but we're keeping the move ahead. But is he going to go for the inside Ackerman early? No, we're able to get through. See, we can do Ackerman early. But Bottas now, DRS, going to go down the inside into the Tamburello skid. He's edging us slightly, but we're later on the brakes and we keep it on the track. We're still ahead. We're maintaining the lead. It's just the three of us, Bottas, and Tsunoda. We are miles ahead of the rest. I think Aiken also has an issue. Something's wrong with the Aston Martin, maybe. Maybe it's more than Hamilton's front wing being lodged under Stroll's car. Valtteri Bottas, He's going to go for the outside this time. He's went inside all week. But we keep the racing line. We know where to position our car. Tsunoda is going to go and get Bottas. Tsunoda moves up to second. What a move from the young Japanese man. And Tsunoda is going to go for the lead now. He has way more front speed. Unbelievable. We're going to go side by side for Tamburello. The AlphaTauri clearly has speed. And he keeps the position. And Bottas gets us on the inside. Yuki Tsunoda leads the Grand Prix, but Bottas going to come back at him. We have front row seats to this. We might be able to take away any scraps if there's anything wrong, but Bottas, they're going really tight. We might actually have an opportunity. We're going to look for the inside. Tsunoda keeps the lead. We don't have enough power out the exit to get Bottas though. So we're going to have to be complacent with third for the moment. As going on to the next lap, Bottas does get Tsunoda. I had some cutout issues, I think. I don't know why he completely cut out. But Bottas gets Tsunoda. It's Bottas, Tsunoda, myself, a lot. Yep, there's something wrong with the bloody Aston Martins. But we're going on to the next lap. We have DRS on Tsunoda. Our tyres are dying. Look at the icon left. Our tyres are dying. We took a gamble to pit early. I don't think it really paid off, to be honest, because we definitely have more tires grip to possibly get that move on Bottas a couple laps ago. But we could still get second. Bottas, I don't think he's catchable at this stage. Mercedes is way too fast, especially on an inferior car with dying tires. We're just going to have to see if we could get Tsunoda. We're able to maintain pace with him. But the issue is, can we overtake him now? Because we saw when he overtook us, he clearly has incredible pace. But DRS, ERS on the straight were by far the most powerful when it comes to that section. So we're just going to see if we can take the inside line. Can we get it on track? We do just. We move up to second place. It's going to be potentially 2 second places in a row for us. Stroll's got off. I think Hamilton's front wing finally broke his car. But now, can we keep Tsunoda behind us? We're not going to be able to outrun him to put him out of DRS range. Actually, Tsunoda might actually early be going for it. He's going to go for the move Bottas could never do. Can he stick it? He's done it. First time someone's done this move to us all race, and the amount of time someone's tried on us. Oh Jesus, what? My chance is gone. And Tsunoda finally shows everyone how to do that move. But we're still going to have DRS. Our tires are screaming to get off. They are well past their use by date. But we're not going to ask them one more lap of them to possibly get second place from Yuki Tsunoda. DRS coming up. We're closer than we were on the previous lap. We hope DRS. We are way closer. This should be an easy move for us. We're going to get well before braking. We're going to take the outside line so we have a racing line. When it comes to the Tamburello chicane, we've got Yuki Tsunoda. We've got second place. But Tsunoda, he knows he can get a move on us later in the lap. He's going to stay well on our rear. We have no, look how slow we're going. We have no grip on these tires. These tires are well past expiration days. He's going to look for an inside move. He's going to keep wheel to wheel with us. He's forcing his way through. He's going to easily get us. We're having a bit of overspeed on, but it's going to be deja vu. Tsunoda for the second time gets us before Accra Minerali, and there's nothing we can do. Our tires are gone. We almost lose it out of Accra Minerali. We're just going to have to become complacent. But at front, it looked like Lewis Hamilton was going to run with the race. It's a Mercedes win, but it's his teammate, Valtteri Bottas, whom it may concern. Fuck you! Bottas wins the Imola Grand Prix. Tsunoda, first podium in F1, takes a back-to-back podium for us in third.
Justifiably proud of, and I'm sure there'll be celebrations tonight. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. And after today's result, there's a new name at the top of the championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Kimi Räikkönen is my standout today. Nothing you could construe as show.
Okay, lads, can you shut up?
Consistent performance out on track.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. There was
Okay,
also
let's
a strong
hey,
Mercedes
look,
team today
look,
as they make
bring
their
that back.
way up the standings.
Previous Lushy.
After a
Look
event
look
like
who's
that,
top.
those
Look
ones
who's
who
top.
score us next time. Be sure to join us
Way, we're top of the championship.
Formula One.
We lead the Formula 1 World Championship. Stop the count. Lads, stop the count. We're world champions. Stop the bloody count. Great result for Alfa Romeo though. 5 and 7. We fucking double podium. The back-to-back podiums at F1. Bottas won by a fair bit. Lewis Hamilton managed to climb back to 10th. Look at that. That is real. We lead the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship. Look how bad crazy that leaderboard is. I know it's only 2 races in, but Jesus Christ. Where's Hamilton? Oh, there you are, Lewis. How's it going? Yeah, how's it going, Lewis? Oh my lord, yeah. Well, we play lead. Can we win the championship? I doubt it, but imagine. Just imagine.